Hey actors, good morning. It is Wendy, Alane, Wright, the Hollywood talent manager in Los Angeles, California. I get a lot of questions, and one of those very specific ones I get is, what are agents looking for? What can I say in the room that's going to make them want to sign me? How do I make my best impression? What do they need? What do they want from me? What can I do to work the magic, right? So let me clarify some things for you guys. Agents hear every single, and managers, every single story known to man. When they sit down, they've seen everything. So for one thing, actors say the exact same thing at beginner meetings. I'm committed. I'm 100% focused on my career. Yes, I'll show up to auditions. I'm a timely person. I'm really taking this seriously. I'm committed 100%. If you hire me, I promise you this, that, da, 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 da. So we hear that, and then time will tell if these actors really mean anything they say. Really, that's what's in our heads. Okay, just so you know. We'll see who's timely. We'll see who's on time, who prepared for auditions. We'll see who says they are available when we have auditions. We'll see who has a good attitude. We'll see who's training and who gets new headshots when we ask. And we'll see that as time goes on, because you guys will do it, or you won't. And if you don't, we drop you off our roster. And if you do, we keep you. But saying all those things doesn't impress an agent, because we hear them all the time. It's like, yeah, we know. And we don't believe you, really, until we see it, okay? Just so you know. Now, the other thing is, actors always, actors that are green, that are really new, make promises they couldn't possibly keep. Like, I'm going to be really successful at this, or I promise, I'm going to be famous, or I'm going to go all the way, or, I've been wanting this since I was a child. This is my dream, and I'm going to accomplish it, and nothing's going to stop me, and blah, 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 blah. To us, now, me, I love that. If you have a dream, I'm all for it. But I've heard that a million times, and so do most agents. We've heard that. So that's not like, this person has and they're going to be famous, and they're going to go all the way, and they're going to... Listen, nobody can promise that they're going to get hired or booked in this business. So when you start talking things like that, we know you're not dealing with reality, okay? We want to hear actors who understand the business and who are dealing with reality. Actors that don't think they know how it's going to all turn out, because we don't even know how it's going to turn out for you. You don't know for sure. So confidence is one thing, but, stupid talk is another. And being educated about the business really shows that you're not, in fantasy land. The reality is, you might audition 50 times and not book a damn thing. Or you might go on an audition and book the first thing. We don't know. You don't know. Agents don't know. We don't know. So never go into an agent's office and, talk about what you think you're going to do. You don't know. It just sounds ridiculous to us, okay? What we're looking for is hardworking actors who, when we give them a script in the office, sides, or they come in with a monologue or a scene, hopefully a monologue for me anyway, because I don't want to read a scene with you and then I'm not watching you, that you just blow us out of the water. Your acting should be what it's all about. Your acting should be amazing. It should say, holy cow, this person, they're a good actor. Then we're listening to hear how you talk. Is it realistic? Do you have reasonable expectations? Are your expectations, I'm training really hard. I'm doing everything I can to get my own work, short films, student films, web series. I'm constantly submitting myself. I work really hard to make relationships with casting directors. And as I do workshops, I will let you know who I develop relationships with. I'm looking for an agent to work with as a partner. I'm going to show up and do my part, and I would really be loved to work with your agency. It's reasonable. And if the agent falls in love with your acting and you sound reasonable and you seem friendly, then an agent is going to take a chance. And they're going to think, okay, this actor seems to have themselves together. They understand the business. They know it's not like, they're talking realistically. They're very good, so I'll take a chance. And that's what actors do. That's what agents do. And managers, we take a chance. Now, say we just took a chance on 10 new actors and we submit them to casting directors. Casting directors are starting to get used to these people's faces. Remember, they see thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of actors every day. So we throw a new one in the mix. They don't know who that is. They don't know whether they can act or not act or who they are. Sometimes we submit for a while before a casting director responds to that face and, the consistency of our submissions. And the casting director has seen our submission on that actor all year long, and they finally say, this person, I watched the demo. It looks like they're really right for this. Let me take a chance and bring them in. Listen, casting's taking a chance too. Everyone's taking a chance because we don't know, right? Let me take a chance and bring this person in. All right, so let's say I have, I'm Joe Schmo agent, and I have 10 new clients, and I've been submitting them, and casting's getting used to them now, and they take a chance and bring that actor in for the audition. The actor nails it, he kicks it, he kills it, he nails it. What's that called? He shoots it out of the park, hits it out of the park. He's prepared, on time, can take direction in the room. They feed him something different, he gives them something different. They say, let me see something else, he gives them something else. Blows them out of the water, professional, thanks them for their time, and leaves. Casting directors are impressed. And that makes everyone else on the roster look good. Wow, that agent sends in good people, or that manager sends in good people. Next time I see a submission from that agent or that manager, I might take that pretty seriously. Okay. Now let's take the other side of the coin. The actor goes in, not on time, entitled, I came in here, but I was looking for a bigger role, but not, or I'll just read this for now. I actually heard someone talk about that this weekend. I digress. Not really prepared, didn't make strong choices. Acting's kind of, he's just in a mood, whatever. The casting director gives the person a redirection. They do it exactly the same way. They can't show any range. Thank you. It's great. Bye-bye, the casting director always says. And then they think, God, that manager sends in shitty clients. Why would that manager or agent waste my time submitting that person? I don't know if I'm going to bring that person's people in anymore. And an actor can damage it for everybody else. So that's why it's so important that you are on your game at every single audition. Every audition, because it doesn't just reflect on you. It reflects on your manager or agent and on everybody else on the roster. You can, damage the relationship that the manager or agent has, and that's why we get so damn pissed when you guys, you come in the office and you say, oh, I'm 100% committed and I'm going to give it everything I got and blah, 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 blah. And then we get you an audition and you're like, oh, I was going to go out with my friends camping and I can't make it. Or you show up late to an audition or you didn't prepare. We're like, what the hell did we take a chance on you for? And we drop people, all year long because people demonstrate who they are by their actions. So when you say, what does an agent or manager want? We want consistent, solid, professional action. We want realistic understanding of the business. So get yourself informed. Don't come in there with some pipe dream that we're all supposed to buy, because we don't. And hone your craft. Be a damn good actor. Know how to cold read. If you go in with a monologue or a cold reading that you've been working on, a side, and the agent pulls out something different, I do this all the time. I understand what they do when they walk in and they've had a piece for 6 months and they've been working on it. I know what that looks like. I say, I don't really want to see that. Here, do this. And then I give them something absolutely brand new to read right in front of me. I can tell exactly where their skill level is. If they just start going and they haven't even read it to themselves, I know they've never taken a cold reading class, because whenever you get a brand new piece of material, you should always say, can I have a moment with this? Maybe even step back out in the hall and work on it for a minute and let someone else come in. But excuse me. But if you just start reading it, I know you don't know how to do it. A cold reading does not mean you just start going at it. You look at it once, get all those words through your brain processing, and then you do it. And if you if you get in a piece of paper and somebody says, okay, thank you, go ahead, and you're like, hi, my name is so and so, and I love Fruit Loops, blah blah blah, and you look up once in a while, blah blah. I know that you don't know how to cold read, because if you're looking at the paper, you're not looking at me, you're not looking at the camera, you're not connecting with the reader, a cold read is not a reading. It is acting, and you just look down, get the lines, and come back up and say them, and you mean what you say, and you connect with the person that you're doing it with. So listen, there's so much for you guys to learn in this business. You know, that's why I am so trying to help you understand that learning about the business is half of the business. I mean, it's show business, okay? Half of your job is to get good at the show. The other half of it is to get good at the business. And where most actors fail is they don't get good at the business. And the only actors that really succeed in this business are great at the business. They know how to network. They know how to be professional. They know how to interview with agents and managers. And they understand that auditioning is a completely separate process than acting. What you learn in your acting classes is how to bring the emotion out of you and develop scene work and relationships and characteristics. It's wonderful. And you have to be in acting class to keep your muscles rejuvenated and warm and lubricated, I mean. Because when you get an audition, if you haven't been in class for 5 weeks and then you get an audition and all of a sudden you have to go deep within, you're not really ready. You're not all warmed up, you know. It's cold and it doesn't come as easy. And then you don't do as well in an audition. That's why we say stay in class, because auditions come all of a sudden out of the blue and you need to not be like jump starting your engine. You need to be already in the game. You know, and cold reading is a completely separate skill. Taking a script and making choices right then and there that you have no time to prepare, and making interesting choices and understanding how to deliver a great audition on camera in a room and really be charismatic and use the camera and really relate to the reader, that is a separate skill than an acting class, which is why you need cold reading classes as well. Okay, so that's, you know, I could go, you know me, I can tell you a lot about this business. I've been in it 25 years, and I know a lot of you are brand new and or in the middle of the game, and you have a lot to learn. So watch my videos. I have 250 of them posted. Go to my website, Secrets of a Hollywood Talent Manager. I have lots of ways that you can work with me. I have free videos and free web series, 30-minute tutorials. I have freebies, and I give you the list of all the books you really should be reading, not just mine, but others, because there's so much you could learn from, you know. Learn from me, learn from Dallas Travers. She's so great in marketing actors. Amy Jo Berman, she knows how to audition. She knows what you need to do in the room. You know, the three of us, if you stick close to us, you're going to learn what you need to learn. Read books by casting directors. Read everything you can. If you're not soaking up everything you can about this business, you're being very naive, because the working actors are doing that. You know, they understand the business, and that's how they know how to navigate it, you know. My program that I'm really like in love with right now is Shark Tank. It just shows you how hard some entrepreneurs work to be successful and how some don't. So the ones that can't figure out the business or the money or whatever, they don't get funded. But the ones who really have worked hard to build their brand and demonstrate sales, even if they've had to go door to door themselves to get in there, those are the ones that demonstrate they have a company that's up and running, and they are the ones that are invested in. It's the same for an actor. You guys are entrepreneurs. You're entrepreneurs, and if you're a smart entrepreneur, you understand your business and you're taking the right action. And we recognize that. So hang in there. Keep doing what you're doing. I love you guys. Follow your dreams. Don't let anyone get in your way. Be positive and know that I believe in you and I love you. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.